So introducing koi to your pond. When you get a delivery of koi to your house and they're in the box, in the bag, you want to treat them properly. So first thing I always recommend to do is just to inspect the koi. You know, make sure the bag's good, make sure it doesn't have any holes in it, make sure it didn't leak in shipments. You know, make sure nothing's floating, make sure the ammonia is not high, so you want to get them out of the bag as soon as possible for those situations. So what I recommend is to float the koi in a closed bag in the pond, and this is to acclimate temperature. I've got a little video here for you. This is after one of the koi shows, and this is me putting the koi back into my pond at home. So you want to float them for about 40 minutes to get that temperature acclimated for the koi pond, get them used to your system and your temperature. And then what I recommend is to open the bag and to introduce about half of your own pond water into the bag, again, to help them acclimate and get situated. And then what I do is I usually will place my koi then into a holding tub so I can inspect the koi, you know, make sure it doesn't have any sores, any wounds, anything like that that you need to take care of, you know, that they didn't get a fin damaged in shipment or something like that. And then what I recommend, I always do a salt bath then for my koi with a non-iodized salt just to help them. It will get their slime coat back up from the transition from the high ammonia in the bag, things like that. And then you always want to use a sock net or to grab your koi by hand and move them into the pond. You know, I see a lot of things where koi are just getting dumped in the pond, or contractors are lifting the koi out of the water with a net, and that's how you're going to damage fins, you know, hurt the slime coat, things like that. And this was actually a trip out to Japan that I did with Fitz's Fishponds. And so again, you know, lifting the koi by hand, never bringing the koi out of the pond with a net, so that way you're going to damage and hurt that koi. So again, this is at Dainichi Koi Farm. And you can see them here, so they're bringing the koi over and keeping the koi down in the water for the whole time, and then transferring the koi with a sock net. What the sock net does is it holds water, keeps the koi in water as they're transferring it to keep that koi from getting hurt, from getting damaged. I really wanted that kohaku there. It's beautiful. Stunning fish. It is a great time for anybody who's never been over to Japan and seen, you know, what the breeders go through, the whole setup, the whole system, you know, how much care and effort they put into their koi. It's absolutely amazing. It's a once-in-a-lifetime situation.